I'm sure all your friends at school are like, oh, this is pretty cool. We know that girl.
Yeah, it's it's incredible how I've got this role, and I'm so grateful for all of it. I've gotten so many new and incredible things from Squid Games, and yeah, I'm just very grateful for all of it.
Yeah, and it's a whole new world. You get to hit the red carpet. You get to meet some really cool people. What have been some of the highlights for you?
Definitely when I was going to the season two premiere of Squid Games, it was so cool. Um, I was very excited. I did not know that I was gonna be able to go because it's really hard. But I saw that the whole cast was there, which is so cool. I got to take a picture with the main character. And also at the Squid Game 2 premiere, they had like a bunch of games. So one of the games was red light, green light, and they had a giant robot doll say green light, red light, and it was so cool seeing that up close. It was so funny though.
So how many times do people come up to you and just say red light, green light, or ask you to say it?
A couple of times actually, but honestly, I have not gotten sick of it. Like many people ask me, do I get tired of saying it? Honestly, not really. It's really fun to say it. It's kind of cool to see people like, oh my gosh.
That's so cool. Well, anytime you could brighten someone's day, you might as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well then, since we got you, we should have you say it. We should have you say the red light, green light.
Sure. Green light, red light.
I love that. See, and that's the cool part about it. Not many people, people get into the business, but they don't always get a tagline, and you got it, so you got to enjoy it. So, for those kids that are looking up to you, going, see, I want to do that too. What kind of advice would you give them? Because it is a tough business, but obviously you can land something really, really cool.
It's very hard to get into this industry. I definitely can relate to that. I've been acting since I was 5 years old, and honestly, the biggest lesson I've learned is just if you have a dream and if you want to do something, you should just go for it, 100%. No matter what's stopping you, just put in all of your effort because hard work does pay off eventually. So.
That is true. And the thing is, so my co-host does Drew Pearson, who you may not be familiar with, but he caught the Hail Mary, in football. And we always talk about people's Hail Mary moments, the moments in their life or career they just had to go for it and it worked out for them. For this, is there a moment where you just kind of had to go for it and just make sure that you got the role or just stayed on?
Definitely. So Squid Game was actually my first voiceover audition even. So it was very hard to kind of get into the mind of voiceover since I've never done it, nor did I ever even audition for it. So I was definitely very stressed. It was during COVID, so I didn't even have a microphone, honestly. I was just recording from my like phone and it was difficult. It was kind of scary, but I'm so glad I did it. I put in my 100% and yeah.
Well, part of that is what we talk about on the show is that success mindset, where, because, yes, those of us that are creative are sometimes hard on ourselves. So is there something you tell yourself that keeps you on the right path, even when things are tough?
Well, there's definitely in the beginning, when I let people know on social media that I was the red light, green light dot, so many people left hate comments and it was crazy because everyone started reporting me saying I wasn't the real one, like I was a fraud. So then my account got banned several times. It was like a whole nightmare, but yeah, I just had to keep my mind in in the mindset of just going forward and don't think about all the other people, just continue doing what you love, which is yeah.
Well, that's a whole new strange part about fame that wasn't there years ago because now you have to manage the social media side of it, which also comes with the trolls, and the keyboard warriors and the people that we never run across in real life, but just seem to be there to give us a hard time. And so, how do you manage that as well too? How do you not let that get to you? Because that's something that some of us that are a little bit older are still trying to figure out how to dodge.
Honestly, I try to just let those thoughts leave my brain. I don't think about them at all. Every single person out there who is posting or just letting everybody in the world know about their life is always going to get hate comments. Like no matter anything you do, no matter if it's good or bad, like everyone's going to get hate comments. So I just try to think about what I love and why I'm doing it and why I just love doing acting, dancing, and yeah, it's hard to, dodge so many hate comments, but I get through it.
Well, you got a great head on your shoulders, and I think that'll be inspirational for other kids too. And so, when you're working on this, there's always something that stands out when you work on a project. Was there a certain moment where you're just like, wow, this is great. I get paid to do this.
So, in general, so for Squid Game, it was my first time doing voiceover. So I walked in, I was like a little bit scared because, I was so unfamiliar to this. I've done regular acting before I did Squid Games, which is also super fun because you have to be on set, you got to interact with different people. Like when I was on Young Sheldon, I got to hang out with Young Sheldon, like coolest moment of my life ever. But yeah, so for Squid Games, I was the director is super amazing. She kind of just led me through it, and I remember one clip was the red light, green light clip. And I thought it was just a big robot playing red light, green light in the park, having a good day. Just super, super fun. I was a little wrong on that, but it's definitely a moment that I'll always remember in my brain.
That's so cool. And so, of course, after this, I can't wait to see what else you got coming up for us. Where are we gonna see you next?
So I am currently on a Disney TV show called Win or Lose. It's a Pixar animated TV series, which is super fun. It's Pixar's first ever original series, so make sure to go watch it. It's on Disney Plus. The first few episodes come out, but not all of it. So you just gotta wait and see what happens. It's super fun. I love it.
That's so much fun. And then, of course, with Squid Game, it's kind of an interesting time in the world for something like this to come out. What do people like to talk to you about? Like, what do they take away from this? Because we're living in strange times, so and it's a very interesting show.
Yeah, so if you don't know what Squid Game is, well, definitely watch it because it's definitely very interesting. I never watched the first season, so I don't know what happens. But I know I watched the first few episodes of season two because I went to the premiere. But honestly, most of my friends at school, they love Squid Game. They watch like everything about it. They're big fans. But yeah, I mean, I think it's so creative. It's so hard to come up with such cool concepts like what the Squid Game is. And I think that's just brilliant. So
Well, I guess last thing, what is it that you hope to accomplish? Is there a certain, because sometimes you got to throw it out there. Is there a certain role that you'd like to get or a certain show that you'd like to be on?
for me, I would say well, when I'm older, of course, hopefully win an Oscar or an Emmy or anything. I would be so incredibly grateful. Biggest award I would probably get would be an EGOT. So all of them. I love that. Also for my dancing career, I would love to be on Dancing with the Stars. That's always been one of my dreams. I know so many people from them and they're all so nice. Actually, my main teacher is Shirley Ballas, who is Mark Ballas's mom. And yeah, it's super cool. Their family's amazing. I love them so much. But yeah, I would love to be on Dancing with the Stars. It's just such a fun concept. I love it. But I could go either as a star or a pro.
And that's you got to aim big, and that's great that you do. We're so excited to see what comes out next, but we wanted to find out who it is that's behind this voice, and just see what's going on with you, and so that we can keep track, because I know we're going to hear big things from you very, very soon.
Thank you so much.
That's wonderful. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank
Okay, thank
you.
you. Okay,
Bye.
bye.